Hi there, welcome to my kitchen again. I'm Aaron, your chef, and today I'll be cooking for you some shortbread. Okay, so we're going to put our butter in. By the way, I'm doing double the recipe here, just for myself. What we want to do is we want to mix the butter. You want to keep mixing this with your hands, first of all, until it becomes like breadcrumbs. It takes a few minutes. Okay, we're just gently lifting the butter together, just dropping it like this, so until it all becomes breadcrumb, almost like breadcrumb. Okay, so after a few minutes, as you can see, your flour and butter should look something like that there, almost like breadcrumb. Now, what we're going to add to this is we're going to add our sugar, some salt, and 1 beaten egg. As I say, I'm doing double here because I'm making a big quantity. But before we do anything else, let's make sure we have our ovens on. You want to preheat your oven to about 180 degrees. And can I give you a tip? Whenever you're cooking your shortbread, make sure you use the middle shelf. Don't use the bottom shelf, don't use the top shelf. Make sure you use a middle shelf because that will enable your biscuits to cook evenly. Okay, we're going to add our sugar, a little pinch of salt, and our eggs to this. I'm going to use a food processor here. You can use this by hand with a wooden spoon, but just for time's sake I'm going to use a food processor. Okay, as you can see, we've added our flour and our butter. Adding the sugar next. A beaten egg. And a light pinch of salt. Now we're going to mix that together. Okay, we should have a nice dough looking thing. It's quite wet and light. Well, that's basically your biscuit base made up. So we're going to roll it out. I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so what you want to do here, you want to put some flour down on your bench. We're going to grab some of the mixture. I'm going to knead that. Knead it up nicely. We're going to get a rolling pin. The dough is about 1/2 millimeter thick, and we're just going to cut those into shapes. You can use whatever cutters you want here. I'm just using a little round cutter here. Okay, so we've cut our biscuits out, as you can see. Next we're going to put those onto a greased baking tray. I've used butter here. You can use oil, just as long as it's got it's greased. I think for this first batch I'm just going to cook. So you have it, and just pop that in the oven. Okay, here's something you should know about when cooking. You watch a lot of these TV programs and they'll tell you it'll take a certain length of time to cook things, but I want you to know something, that every oven is different. Now this recipe talks about 15 minutes until they're golden brown in the oven. In your case it may take 20 minutes, it could take 10 minutes, depending on the oven. Just keep a little close eye on them. You can open the oven door and check them, but you want to make sure they're golden brown. So I mean, I've had mine cooking here for about just over 15 minutes and they're nearly just about there. We're going to be taking them out in a wee minute or two. Okay, I've just taken these out of the oven. Now I have taken a few off the tray already, but you just want to gently lift those. Put those onto a cooling tray and let them cool down. It'll take a few minutes. So we're letting those cool down till they become like a biscuit, nice and hard. It'll take about 5 minutes. And then what we're going to do is just sprinkle some sugar over our biscuits.